Have you ever been asked something that seemed kind on the surface, but deep within, you felt something wasn't quite right? The tone is soft, the smile is gentle, but the moment you answer, you sense it. You've walked straight into a trap, a snare you didn't see coming. This is how deception operates. Not with shouting, not with insults, but with questions. Subtle, calculated. And if you fail to see through the mask, you'll soon find yourself spiraling, questioning your instincts, apologizing for things you didn't do, defending yourself against shadows someone else cast. You begin to argue with your own judgment. And that's exactly how manipulators win. The Stoic philosophers understood this human weakness centuries ago. Seneca warned us. Epictetus taught us. Marcus Aurelius lived it. They knew that liars rarely come at you directly. Instead, they insert uncertainty, small, quiet seeds of self-doubt, then step back and watch you slowly turn on yourself. And though 2,000 years have passed, the technique has only grown more refined. The packaging is different, slicker, more polite, but the core tactic remains unchanged. In this video, we're going to reveal 5 of the most manipulative questions ever asked, designed not to seek answers, but to gain control. More importantly, I'll show you how to respond the way a Stoic would, with restraint, with strength, with absolute composure. Because once you know what's coming, you're no longer caught off guard. You are the calm within the storm. Stay with me until the end. And if this content helps sharpen your inner armor, consider subscribing, not for my sake, but for your own journey toward mental clarity, self-possession, and the strength to walk through fire untouched. Question 1. Why are you being so sensitive? At first, this question seems almost compassionate. It has the flavor of concern, but behind the words hides something darker. Because what's being suggested here isn't curiosity, it's criticism. What they're really saying is, you're imagining things. Your emotions are unreliable. I'm not the problem, you are. Think about it. How many times have you expressed discomfort, only to be brushed off with a chuckle or a sigh? Maybe in a personal relationship, when you voiced that something felt off, and they waved it away with, "You're too sensitive." Or in a work setting, when you raised an ethical concern, and the response was, "Relax." Don't make it a big deal. That's not empathy. That's a strategy. They're trying to erode your confidence by reframing your awareness as a flaw, but what they want to silence is actually your strongest defense, your perception. Sensitivity, in the eyes of manipulators, is something to be twisted until you see it as weakness. But in reality, sensitivity is vigilance. It's your inner radar picking up on what others miss. It's the same trait that allows a data analyst to catch inconsistencies in financial reports, or a spouse to detect subtle changes in behavior long before betrayal is exposed. Seneca said it well. We suffer more in imagination than in reality. Manipulators use this truth as a weapon. They want you to question yourself so thoroughly that you become your own jailer. But a Stoic understands that sensitivity, when coupled with reason, is not a burden. It is clarity. Marcus Aurelius in his journal wrote, "If someone shows me I am wrong, I will be happy to change, for I seek the truth, not to be right." The person who truly respects you will never mock your awareness. Only those hiding something will try to shut it down. So the next time someone smirks and asks, "Why are you so sensitive?" don't lash out, don't shrink. Just meet their gaze and reply calmly, "I'm not being sensitive. I'm being perceptive. Does that make you uncomfortable?" One sentence, and you'll feel the air shift, because manipulators don't expect that kind of power. Question 2. You trust me, don't you? This one is disarming. The words feel soft, familiar, even loving, but make no mistake. This question is not a request. It's pressure. It's a way to silence your instincts under the guise of affection. Anyone who is truly trustworthy never needs to ask for your trust. Their behavior demonstrates it. Their consistency earns it. They build trust slowly through honesty, dependability, and transparency. But when someone looks you straight in the eye and says, "You trust me, right?" what they're really doing is telling you to stop asking questions, stop thinking, stop observing. They want your faith, but they don't want your scrutiny. Epictetus warned us about this dynamic. It is impossible to learn what you think you already know, and liars know this too. That question, "You trust me, don't you?" isn't about closeness. It's about control. They want you to feel guilty for being cautious, as though needing reassurance is some kind of betrayal. But discernment isn't betrayal. It's wisdom. Think of a business partner who refuses to share financials but whispers, "Just trust me." Or a romantic partner who hides their phone and says, "Don't you trust me?" They aren't proving anything. They're demanding blind belief. And blind belief is the breeding ground for lies. A Stoic doesn't react emotionally. He remains calm, centered. This is apatheia, emotional clarity in the face of manipulation. The next time someone throws that question at you, take a breath and respond. Trust is something you earn over time. Are you asking me to abandon my judgment? That single sentence changes everything. Because now the spotlight is back where it belongs, on their actions, not your loyalty. Someone with integrity won't be offended, but someone hiding the truth, they'll either deflect, get defensive, or walk away. Question 3. Are you accusing me? This one is pure misdirection. It doesn't ask for clarity. It creates confusion. The purpose is to turn the tables on you. Let's walk through it. You notice something feels off. You bring it up. You ask a question. And instead of a thoughtful reply, you're met with a sharp and dramatic retort. Wait, are you accusing me? Suddenly, you're on trial. The focus shifts away from their suspicious behavior and directly onto your intentions. And just like that, you go from observer to offender. You begin to backpedal. You explain yourself. You try to ease the tension. And in doing so, you hand over your power. Marcus Aurelius had the solution. The best answer to anger is silence. But this silence isn't weakness, it's strength. It's the refusal to play someone else's game. Think of a judge in court. If the guilty party can rattle the judge into apologizing, the process breaks down. That's what this question is trying to do. Distract you, dismantle your certainty, drag you into an emotional reaction. So, what does a Stoic do instead? He holds his ground, he pauses, he allows space. When someone asks, "Are you accusing me of something?" Wait, don't rush, count to 3, look them in the eye, and say, "Should I be?" Just 3 words, but they strike deep. Because manipulators expect you to panic, not to stay composed. They expect you to retreat, not to stand tall. Remember this: the one who fears accusation the most is often the one with something to hide. Question 4. Would I lie to you? This question comes wrapped in silk, but it conceals a dagger. It's not a real question. It's a performance. A way to make you feel cruel for even entertaining doubt. Think about it. Why would someone feel the need to say this unless they already sense your suspicion? Would I lie to you? Is meant to make you feel shame. It's meant to stop your questions. It's meant to convince you that you're the bad guy for daring to doubt. But trust me, If someone is trying to make you feel guilty for needing clarity, they're not protecting your peace, they're protecting their lie. Seneca said, "If it's not true, don't speak it. If it's not right, don't do it." And a person living by that principle never needs to convince you they're honest. Their actions speak. Their integrity is visible. Real examples. A partner who deletes messages and then feigns hurt. Would I ever lie to you? Or a co-worker who refuses accountability but says, "Do you think I'd lie?" The more they insist, the more you should stay alert. So how does the Stoic respond? With clarity, with presence, not emotion. When someone says, "Would I lie to you?" Pause, let the air sit still, then reply, "That's not the question. The question is, would I even know if you did?" That changes the dynamic, because now they aren't the victim of your suspicion, they're the subject of truth's spotlight, and lies don't survive in that kind of light. Question 5. Can't we just move on? This is their final play, the manipulator's last resort. When denial fails, when guilt doesn't work, when the performance breaks down, this is what they say. Can't we just move on? It sounds peaceful. It promises closure. But what it really means is, I'm tired of being asked. I don't want accountability. I just want you to stop digging. This is how lies survive, not because they're smart, but because the seeker of truth grows weary. And that's the exact moment manipulators wait for. Marcus Aurelius reminded us, if it is not right, do not do it. If it is not true, do not say it. Notice, there's no footnote, no exception, no clause that says, unless you're tired. Truth has no expiration date, and real peace isn't built on suppression, it's built on clarity. So when someone sighs, can't we just move forward? Don't react, don't argue, just breathe and say, I will move forward when I fully understand what happened, not a moment before. That single line plants you like a tree in the wind. Calm, steady, immovable. Stoic armor in the face of emotional warfare. Liars don't need facts to win. They don't rely on logic. They rely on one thing, your emotional imbalance, your guilt, your exhaustion, your fear of being seen as difficult. That's their battlefield, not truth, but emotion. And that's exactly why Stoicism is your shield. Epictetus taught, some things are up to us, others are not. That one truth can set you free, because when you know what belongs to you, no one can use what doesn't. If they try to shame you, remember, their reaction is not your burden. If they call you too sensitive, remember, perception is power, not weakness. If they try to wear you down, remember, time is not your enemy, it's your ally. Truth endures, it doesn't rush. The Stoic doesn't play at someone else's pace. He doesn't get swept up in chaos. He remains rooted in principle, like a blade in stillness, sharp, silent, sure. When the storm rages, the Stoic stands firm. Where others shout, he listens. Where others panic, he breathes. And here's the truth manipulators will never admit. Their tricks only work if you react. Take that away, and they're defenseless. Final thoughts. You are the player, not the piece. Now you know the 5 questions. Each one is a trap, a trick, a calculated move. But you are no longer a pawn. You are the player. In the comments, write just 3 affirmation words. I choose clarity. The Stoic doesn't need to scream. He doesn't need to accuse. He simply sees. And in that awareness, the truth reveals itself. Seneca, Epictetus, Marcus Aurelius. They all understood one thing. The man who sees clearly is a threat. Not because he is violent, but because he cannot be controlled. So hold your standards high. Honor your awareness. Stand tall in your clarity. You're not cruel for setting boundaries. You're not weak for needing answers. You're awake. And in a world built on illusions, the one who sees clearly is always feared. Choose reason. Choose discipline. Walk as the Stoic does, steady, observant, unshakable. If this message resonates, tap like. Subscribe to the Stoic Fortuna. Share it with someone who's ready to stop being controlled. Remember, write the 3 affirmation words. I choose clarity.